Over 30 miles from the nearest town, 5 miles away from their mailboxes, and down a narrow road of twists and turns lies the small village of Miloliʻi. Known as the last fishing village in Hawaii, Miloliʻi has retained the ike of generations in isolation on the southwest corner of Hawaii Island. Although rich with its ike, the community was facing a modern-day crisis.
Just the statistics and facts of the haumana here, that about 60% we understood of the children were not graduating from high school. And so while we were a great distance apart on the other side of the island, we felt a great urgency to be able to respond to the need of this really beautiful community of Miloliʻi.
Susan Osborne understands the challenges facing the Miloliʻi community. She is the founder of Kūʻaokala, a Hawaiian cultural charter school in a fishing village located in Puna, Hawaii.
Upon consideration and discussion of what they were wanting to do down here, and being a Hawaiian cultural school and being a fishing village, and wanting to ensure that they retained their cultural practices of place, that was very mission aligned to Kūʻaokala.
What is the process of making palu? Did you guys learn that at the Ōpelu project?
Miloliʻi is part of Kūʻaokala's Hīpuʻu program. Hīpuʻu refers to the knots in a fishing net. Like the fishing net, Miloliʻi is tied to a network of 17 other charter schools partnering with KS to improve education in rural areas, many of which have a strong cultural tie.
And we hope someday to spread out that net and be able to connect with more people.
I think the significant part of these relationships and collaborations with the charter schools is that they are spread out in many communities, isolated, such as Miloliʻi, and in other areas that Kamehameha may not be able to reach. But those partners have the flexibility and the partnerships and the resources beyond KS to support that growth into communities.
The schools are growing thanks to digital technology. Computer, satellite, and solar technology is helping the students to bridge the large distances in distance learning.
Yeah, because you have to convert this into what we call Kelvin first. So you remember the Kelvin, you had to add to the 373, yeah.
All kids were given a MacBook Air. They all have their own Gmail account through the school. The content is kind of spelled out online. We use the platform called Odysseyware to do the core curriculums, the math, science, social studies, and English.
The Ōpelu project is an example of how this fishing community is using new educational processes to blend digital age academics and technology with cultural learning.
We take this traditional learning and we're trying to document it in the digital world. So when we do have our Ōpelu presentations, the kids, we have GoPros, the kids document it themselves, they upload it. They have the opportunity to use this blended type of learning to learn from the resources around them, yet have the 21st century skills in front of them too, to be 21st century learners.
This is such a great investment in education, out of the box, using the best of technology to make it happen while still allowing the families and the students in this community to maintain who they are as natives to Miloliʻi. It's amazing. I don't think we can do this anyplace else.
He luelue ka upena e kuʻuai. As the Olelo Noʻea explains, the fine mesh net is the one to use at sea, as it misses nothing, big or small.
Aloha me ka piko, aloha me ka pono ke kai e.